Okay, I'm going to say shalom to everyone. Um, I'm going to get into this real quick. I'm not going to go into this but so long. I know a lot of people believe in this theory, but it doesn't exist based on bibliography. Okay, this is a channel that's based on scripture and and scripture only. So those of you that believe that you're mixed with something, it's just because that's what society have taught you. That's what scientists and all these doctors and things of that nature, and all your DNA tests or whatever, they will teach you that you are mixed. All right. Now I'm just going to be extremely honest, and I know a lot of people may thumbs down on this video, but that's okay because this is going to go out to the public. And but those of us that understand who we are based on scripture, is another thing. Okay. Now I'm just going to be blunt. There is no such thing as a mixed person. I'm going to say it again, and it's not going to make sense. And you know what? I was going to bring out a lot of scriptures on this particular this particular topic, but I said, you know what? I'm not going to go that route because it's too easy to break. It's easy, and it's considered, you would say, common sense. And I'm not saying that you all don't have common sense, but based on common understanding of scripture, okay, it is pretty much easy to break down to know that every nation in the earth is broken down by the seed of the Father. Okay, it's the seed of the Father that a nation or an ethnicity group is broken down. Okay, now the reason why I wanted to make this video is because I ran into a sister's video, very fair. Even though I have my preference when it comes down to a woman. When it comes down to it, I my I prefer a woman that's you would say darker in hue, opposed to a lighter in hue woman. That's just that doesn't mean that, oh, I see some light skinned woman, I'm gonna just turn my back or whatever. No, it's just I prefer that. Okay, but the reason why I'm bringing this out is because I ran into a video, and I seen it was a title, mixed race tag, and then I ran into some other videos, but it was just amazing how so many people are really actually fighting this thing about them being mixed and having a struggle with society and people, making fun of them and mocking them because they're mixed. Now, the first thing people will say, well, because they're jealous. And that could be the truth, because it's always an issue. And I noticed this because when I ran into this sister's video, I knew right off that she was black, even though she looked white, or you would say mixed. But I already knew based on her phenotype, her facial features, she was black. So I already knew that her father was black based on the way she moved, the way she was, the way she carried herself. But I'm going into this, because it's a lot of misconception in regards to this. It's just a lot of junk thrown around. And like I said, some people make thumbs down on this. I really don't care if you do whatever you got to do. But I know this is true based on scripture. And I'm not, like I said, not trying to turn this into a total lesson. But what I want to do is just show some basic common sense examples. I'm just going to show you. All right. For example, I'll do it this way. Okay. Because we understand, well, maybe some people didn't know that when it comes down to a man's sperm, that is considered seed. They teach this in health class. And this is how they throw us off. Because the woman, she is like the soil. She nurtures the seed. That's the body. That's her anatomy of her body. That's the job of her body, to nurture that seed. It goes into her egg, okay, and it gets nurtured. And let me show you. This is why we have to really sometimes just think, and I have pictures of mixed women, and I'm going to go through that in a minute on why it's an issue, and it shouldn't. It's always an issue when someone is mixed with, or so-called mixed with black, but no one is complaining or no one is making an uproar when a person is mixed, so-called mixed, because there's no such thing mixed, so-called mixed with Asian or Indian. I'm talking about like from India or from the Middle East or something. Okay, it's always an issue with us, sperm, right? So I'm just gonna, I'm trying to show something here. You put in seed in the Greek. This is where the English and the actual English language comes from. All the, like the Hebrew and the Greek. So when you read certain things, we got to understand exactly what it's saying. Okay. So when it says in right here, 4690, sperma, something sown. You see where it says something sown. So I just want to show something because, like I said, we need to understand exactly what is really going on in this time and day, including the male sperm. So we got this from the word seed. By implication, offspring, especially a remnant, figuratively, as if kept over for planting. You see that? Now, I hope that is some foundation and some groundbreaking information for some of you that didn't know this. Okay, so this is what we got to understand. It's sperma. Okay, now this is what I want to show. Now, if you understand that when a man go into a woman, a black man go into a European woman or something, right? The kid is going to always come out whatever the father is, period. It's not, because if you want to really pay attention to it, you got two black parents or whatever. Is the kid still mixed? Maybe the mom is not 100% this. Maybe the father is not 100% that. So how can you constantly, everybody will be just mixed with something? You can't look at it that way because it's not going to make sense. Just when you got two so-called parents that are all black and white, or black and black. So it's the seed of the father which you have to look for. Okay, the seed of the father. I can't stress that enough. The seed of the father. Now, the reason why I'm bringing this up, because if you take an orange seed and plant it in two different places, be it Ireland or be it Haiti, it's still going to grow into an orange. Now, it depends on the soil, which is what people are not paying attention to. It depends on the nurturing of the soil, how that seed grows. It's still going to be an orange. It may be a different color. It may taste different. So that's what you're actually looking at when you look at a so-called mixed person. There's no such thing. It's actually, to be honest, on a scholarly level, that is actually an insult to call someone, well, what is, what do you mix with? It's really an insult because a lot of people don't know that they're being insulted because they don't know this information. So like I said, this actually should be groundbreaking because like I said, I was looking through, through this video. I mean, she's getting all these comments. Oh, she's pretty. Why? Because she's light skinned? Because she's mixed? Is that the reason why she's pretty? If I can remember, I think she said her father was from Haiti and her mom is Ireland, which means she is from the tribe of Levi, based on scripture. Based on scripture. Like I said, some of you that run into this video that don't believe in scripture, that run into this video that don't believe that we're Hebrew people by blood. We ain't just some African Americans, okay? All right. I am from the tribe of Judah based on my bloodline of my father. That's how you have to look at it. The tribe of Judah is the real, true Jews in so-called these Americas. Okay? The Haitians are from the tribe of Levi. And the crazy thing about it is we have people in Ireland, the children of Israel in Ireland as well. So her mom could just be very well Hebrew as well. Some of our people look extremely European, but they're not. They can look that way. Like if you look at the sister, okay, and I may just so you get an idea of what I'm talking about, I may link her video to this. You can see that she can do whatever she wants. She can pin her hair back or whatever, and she can pass for a European. Kind of, but not me, not to the trained eye. I can tell that she was black. So-called, that's what they call us. I knew based on just looking at her. And of course, you're going to have issues looking at some people and be like, I don't know what she is or what he is or whatever. But usually, if someone is, the father is black and the mother is whatever race, the kid's going to look black. Now, when the mother is black and the father is European, then you won't be able to tell that the kid is European. That's the way it is. You whatever you are, what your father is. Period. You can't refute that, because even in nature, regular nature even teaches that. If I plant some seeds that's supposed to be sunflower seeds over here in America and plant them some freaking sunflower seeds in China somewhere, those sunflower seeds are still going to become out sunflower seeds. Will they go come out Chinese seeds? No. It doesn't matter. See, the earth is as the woman's egg, the nurturing part of this for the seed to be able to grow. She nurtures that for 9 months. Okay? So that's just the way it goes. So I just wanted to put that out there. You know, some people I'm sure may balk on this, but I wanted to put it out there just an easy surface level. Now, if I get too much pushback, I'll go through each scripture by scripture, and this will be an hour-long video, and I'll prove it. But hopefully you all can get it based on just this milk understanding that if your father is black, okay, and your mother is Chinese, you are not mixed. I don't care how different you think you look. It doesn't matter that how you're going to look different because of the nurturing soil. That's what it is. That's why you have different types of grapes. They may be red or purplish or dark red, but it's still considered a grape because of the soil that it was grown under or in the climate. It depends on the person. Just like the body, it's the same way. So that never changes. The Most High is not the author of confusion. There's only 3 races in the earth: Shem, Ham, and Japheth. After the flood, that's it. Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Then you have under those different families, ethnicities. You're going to have ethnic groups. Just like, for an example, and this is going to be real crazy to some of you, that the so-called European, the white man or whatever, is the twin brother of me. We had the same skeletal because we came out the same womb. We had the same father. But the scriptures say it's very clearly 2 nations are in thy womb. And the 2 kids will struggle, which means they fought even from the beginning. Is it no coincidence that you see wars between the black and the white, which represents the yin and the yang? Abstract. The reason why they name black and white considered abstract, because it's not clear why these 2 people are battling each other so much and they hate each other so much, because of the linkage of the scriptures. Okay, So like I said, I don't want to give out too much information because I want this to go out to everybody all over the world. Okay. There is no such thing as no rape, no mix, nothing. I don't care if I don't care where I go at, how many different types of women I sleep with, because Solomon slept with many women. Okay. And then the kids that came out from Solomon, if it's a man child, if it's a woman, whatever, it still came out whatever Solomon was, which is an Israelite. So people can like to get into this. Oh, I'm mixed with this. Because I got Indian in my blood. I got this in my blood. It don't matter what's in your blood. You are what your father is. Of course, if you want to look at my mother's side of the family or of whatever, I'm supposed to be some kind of Indian or something or whatever, Native American. I got Native American in my blood and a little bit of Italian and all that. Of course, you may come out a little different. The hair is not as coarse as some black people, so-called or whatever. We all over the place with all this, man. But I'm still black because of my father. My father was this color. Okay. So, like I said, man, we need to go ahead and get away from that. It's because you're hurting. See, the thing is, it's the way society is pushing it, and people just jump on the train not knowing that there's some broken tracks at the end of it. You're gonna kill yourself looking at somebody. Ooh, she's gorgeous, or why? I mean, just because she's mixed. And I hear this all the time. Like, oh, she's pretty. She looks like a regular person to me. Get over it. I guess because when your eyes are open, you don't really get caught up in you get looks is one thing, but then you start judging people. Now, I don't want to say judge, but you start paying attention and perceiving certain things when you hear people speak. Okay, that's another thing too. So that just goes with aging, So I'm just saying, I believe that all of us need to just wake up and stop going that route about this mixed stuff. There's no such thing as that. There's no proof that somebody is, Of course, if you check anybody's blood, even if you take two people of the same race, they may have some type of other blood in them. But a nation is not categorized based on having other blood in your body, in your DNA or whatever. It's not it. You don't depict a nation that way. You have to go by the based on what the Father is. Period. So that's why I wanted to put out. So like I said, if somebody really want to go into it with me, trust me, I got all the scriptures. You get all that mixed stuff will get shut down quick. But I don't like the debate, so I just put it out there like this, and just make sure that people understand that if I have to go into the scriptures, I can pull out an arsenal of scriptures, tons of them. You think you getting beat down by the Bible? Tons, plethora of scriptures that goes into easy understanding that the nation is broken down by the Father's seed. Even the ones that believe they even going into the scriptures. I don't believe that the nation is broken down by the Father. I don't even talk to people like that believe that. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of oxygen. Nah, I'm good. Because it's too easy for me to go into it. So that's why the scriptures say to avoid unlearned and foolish questions. No. Anything that's dealing with that, they don't know what the heck they're talking about. So it's a waste of time. So I'm about to get up out of here. But, I'm getting used to this board thing. Okay, you have seed. Okay. in America. Seed in America. Okay, you take this thing is strong. You take this same seed and plant it over here in Africa. Okay, this seed is plum. I'm just doing anything for an example. Plum. You take this same plum seed and send it over here in Africa. So I guarantee you that seed will grow into a plum. It's just that simple. It's really easy. We make life hard. America has plum seeds. You take the same plum seed with the same type of climate, okay? Take this seed, send it over here in Africa, and plant it, sown in the ground. I guarantee you it'll come out as a plum. You take, I'm going to show this too. You take a black man seed and send him off into slavery. Okay? He sleeps, white woman, right? Kid, black, period, and vice versa. But I didn't want to be too sensitive information to put up a European take his seed and he's to start sleeping with it. Yeah. But hopefully we get it. Of course, the kid's going to come out different, but his spirit in which he is created is from his father. Okay, that's just how it goes. So I'm pretty much done. See you all soon with maybe a few other videos. I do videos when I can, and I just pretty much got off, and I had a little more energy. I'm surprised, and there you have it. If something else pop up in my head before 12 p.m. or 12 a.m. or whatever, I may put it out. So see you all soon. Have a good day. Shalom.